On the previous episode.
And why is there a blonde wig in the corner? Odd.
And we continue to play our game.
Lies and love. I've narrowed my suspects list down to 3 people: the victim's uncle, her sister, and the peculiar landlady. Now all I need is a motive. Investigation is nearing its end, but I don't remember anything more than I did when I started. I'll get my horse back, won't I? Prisons. It seems the victim had no shortage of presents, though. They won't do her much good now. They'll go all to waste. She was certainly loved. There's a random letter over here. What is this? What's this card doing all by itself? Here, it's open. Let's take a peek. Dearest Anna, leave, I'll get rid of you myself. Leave or I'll get rid of you myself. I'm not afraid to make this birthday your last. It's a threat. This murder is clearly premeditated, but but why would someone threaten a little girl? The scrawl is messy. Whoever wrote it must have been trying to hide their handwriting. Threatening card. Okay. What's this random golden chest? Seems to be okay. Certainly a threat. Alright. Apparently no one knows about the goddamn card. What's this? What's this document here? It looks like it belongs in the kitchen. Doesn't belong. Wait, it looks like an inheritance deed of some sort. There's a logo for a bank embedded on the bottom. I'm not one for legal speak, so I'm not quite sure what it says. I think I should make it my business to find out. I smell a motive. Inheritance deed. What? I love how I can find random spots where I can go onto things. Okay, I will ask Daddy here about the inheritance. Where'd you find this? I found it lying on the table in the kitchen. It's some kind of inheritance deed, correct? That's right. I was discussing it with our nanny earlier. I must have simply left it there. How foolish. What does it say? Why do you need to know? It's possible that it could be related to the case. I had to look at the situation from every angle. It details what I would like done with regards to my bank should I pass away. My brother and our nanny get small shares, but it was actually Anna who was to take over the company. Now I don't know what I'll do. Her sister isn't cut out for it. Not cut out for it? That's right. They were never great to begin with. And after the passing of her dear mother, my older daughter's grades slipped dangerously low and haven't recovered. Unlike my bright Anna's, due to her age, it was eventually going to be my older daughter, of course, but she'll never be the leader that Anna could have been. I've just recently had the bill revised, and I plan to tell Anna tonight on her birthday, but I never got the chance. I don't know what I'll do now. I see. Well, the sister has a motive now. Dots. I think I know who the killer is. I need some more quiet to think this through. Nuts. There can be no mistake, the answer is obvious. Oh, fuck you! The most obvious person is the sister, because the inheritance thing. Sister. It was her. Ack. Did I startle you, detective? I'm quite sorry. All I wanted was a glass of water for my dry throat. Did you hear me talking to myself? Come on, it's written across that disgusting look on your face. If you have something to say, then say it. You killed her. You killed your own sister. Did I now? That's a heavy accusation. I don't believe you can back it up. I can prove it just fine. Why did the music just suddenly change? Go ahead and try. There's nothing there is to prove. I loved my sister. You know, I can't imagine what I'll ever do without my beloved sis. Oh, really? You happen to have evidence that suggests that your relationship may not have been so rosy after all. Percent proof. Start small. I need evidence that proves that. Oh, okay. Sister's location. I don't follow you at all. No, that's not what I meant. What I meant was start small. I need evidence to prove, okay? The bed. You claim that you went to bed together at 9, just as you were supposed to, but the beds were made when I checked them. They looked completely undisturbed. Children don't truly make their beds every time they get to the bathroom, do they? I have a feeling the beds were never used. I believe you were fighting. She was probably afraid of you. Is that all? What makes you think we were fighting could have been having a late-night slumber party for all you know? The conclusion that was fighting stems from everything else. There are other pieces of the puzzle that point to a troubled relationship. Start small, I need evidence. Okay. Troubled victim. Sister scream. I don't follow. Oh, we didn't. Oh, okay. I found this mixed in with Anna's birthday gifts. Someone threatened her. I believe it was you. Belief is not proof, detective. Nothing points to me as the writer. Hold on for a minute. You'll see where I'm going with this. Anna was terrified of you. In fact, I believe she was moving against you first. This is there. Anna would never do anything to me, and I'd never do anything to her. The beds mean nothing, and the note could have been written by anyone. None of it points to me as the culprit. I'm getting to it. You could move on to what happened next. I believe those pieces of evidence tell a tale for us. I need proof of what happened during the incident that incriminates the sister. You had a fresh, unbandaged gash across your cheek when I found you in the bathroom. That's not a simple scrape, it's a bullet graze. That's... What are you talking about? That there were only 3 shots fixed total, and took all of them. How incompetent do you think I am? The bullet. Extra bullet. And it was the one that took to take the gun from your father's back, wasn't she, not you? She was scared after seeing the card. She wanted to talk to her father and uncle about it, that you brushed her off. But they brushed her off. She knew that she had to protect herself. She fired that bullet at you in self-defense before you took the weapon from her. You got a hold of the weapon somehow. You must have hit or kicked her, but you weren't a great gunman either. You shot her twice before managing to take her down with a third. Even then, you had to stand at close range to hit her head. But you managed it. You planned ahead after you saw your sister take the gun. You took gloves in the kitchen and slipped your own shoes into your uncle's boots. You dragged your own sister's body to the closet, and you likely cleaned yourself up in the bathroom. I doubt he knew what you were doing, but you even went so far to have your boyfriend cover for you while you prepared. You didn't want to get caught. But that wasn't all for your original plan, was it? You had a few telling issues. Something strange about the crime scene that could indicate a child like her. What was it? Bloody glove prints. There was something odd, almost awkward about the crime scene. There were a couple of bloody glove prints left on multiple windows upstairs. Was the killer going to throw the body and the rest of the evidence into the yard below? I think so. They clearly tried awfully hard to get those windows open after all. Now those windows were tough. The rims were rusted shut, but I believe most adults could still get those open if they tried, but a 14-year-old girl, perhaps not. You were forced to hide the gloves and boots under the bed, but the body wouldn't fit, so the storage closet it was. The amount of blood also suggests that it was dragged slowly by someone weak. You no longer had the time to escape, so you had to hide in the bathroom. You had a bit of hard time with the whole thing, didn't you? But what about the mask? Don't forget the mask. The killer was wearing it, but it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene of me. What's so funny? The mask was never worn by the killer. Don't forget that it was you who told me about the mask. All I have is your word for it. And since you're the killer, and no mistake you are, it was clearly never used. You knew that your uncle was planning to sleep in the living area. You took the mask from Anna's gifts and planted it there beforehand for a bit of insurance, if need be. Tell me then, Miss Detective, what would my motive be, even if you weren't joined at the hip? Anna was still my sister. That's just it. I bet she's praying that I haven't found it. I found this in the kitchen table. Your father was going to announce it tonight, but you happened upon it and read it first, didn't you? It says that you're no longer your father's heir. You were already jealous of your sister, weren't you? When you saw this, you snapped. You planned and executed the murder. You murdered Annabelle, your little sister. You weren't supposed to find that. You know, I locked the doors, and soon as I got out of the bathroom, it was easier than hiding it, but I guess it wasn't enough. She has the master key in her hand. She must have pickpocketed me in the bathroom and deserved it. She killed her mother. She ran into the road. She could have been the one hit, but her mother pushed her out of the way instead. She killed her. She killed the mother who loved me and left me with a father who doesn't. That's not true. Your father was worried sick. He loves you very much. He'll be devastated. Not in comparison to Anna. He doesn't. I was always the afterthought. It was always my dear darling, right, beautiful, loving, intelligent, sweet, perfect little Anna. Well, no more. His perfect little Anna is dead. The tip of the key something looks rather sharp. You were wrong about one thing, though. I hated Anna, but I did love her, too. When I wrote the card, I wanted her to run away, but I didn't intend to kill her. But when I saw how she was afraid of me, when I saw her grab that gun and huddle in the corner of the bedroom, something came over me. I thought I may as well prove her right. Ah! The key! She stabbed me. Dots. But it doesn't hurt. There was no blood. The gash is already healed. What witchery is this? What happened? It doesn't hurt at all. Ghost! Ghost! It's true! There's a ghost! Ghost? Gasp. No way. It can't be. You're... Anna? Anna? What? Hey, Mom, look. There's our bus. We're on the wrong side of the street. Anna, stop. Come back. That's the middle of the highway. But we'll miss it. I don't want... Anna! Mama! Ma? It's a dead end? Heck. Please don't. Sleep well, sis. That's right, of course. I'm Anna. I was murdered 10 years ago. How did I get back here? I'm sorry. Sis, I don't know what came over me. I can hardly believe it myself. I screamed when I pulled the trigger. I cried in the bathroom even though I tried not to. I wasn't like I wanted to be found right then. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. You aren't going to make our father lose both of us, are you? What should I do with her? Turn the bitch in. Sob. Still can't believe. I'm sorry, sir. Now perhaps my living daughter can get the help she needs, and now perhaps my Anna can be at peace. For that I thank you. It's a shame that the police had to get involved but I suppose there's no other way. She'll be in jail for a long time. I can't fathom how my girl could do this. How could a child of mine? Just make sure she knows that you love her too. But after what she did to Anna, I'm sure that Anna forgives her. But I'm sure that she wants both of you to be happy. Get help for her sister. Keep on cherishing each day. Work on bringing the family closer together. That's how she will want to be honored. Live for her too. You're right. That's exactly what she said. Say, thank you for everything. You're wise beyond your years. It's nothing. It's just, I know what it's like to lose someone. I'm sorry. Please be happy too, alright? I will. Well, I ought to be going. Everyone else is already waiting outside. You know, if Anna had gotten to grow up, I like to think that she would have become someone like you. Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye, Dad. So you remember me again, I'm glad. Of course I do, I'm not sure how I ever forgot. You're like my mother after all. What's going on? This all happened 10 years ago. My sister was never caught. Why are we here? Spirits aren't bound by time. Without flesh to bind us, we're as free to walk through the years as the living are through the physical realm. But that didn't make up for the agony of remaining trapped in this gloomy old house, a place where you can only walk at night, a prison. For me, it was the regret of my lost daughter that kept me trapped here. For you, it was the way your sister simply walked away. For your 20th birthday, I thought we could do something rather special. I took you back 10 years to the day you became trapped here with me. Your memories got a bit messed up during the journey, but it couldn't be helped. I think it was unnecessary. If you hadn't solved the crime on your own, it wouldn't have held the same meaning. Time isn't static. You've changed the past. You've uncovered the truth behind your own murder, decided what to do with that truth. Did I do the right thing? Something you had to answer for yourself. But I am so proud of you. Spirits don't have to age. You could have remained the little girl you died as, but you blossomed into a beautiful young woman under my care. I raised you. I feel like I'm finally at peace too. Where are you going? I can finally leave the house. We can move on. Don't you feel it too? Come with me, dear. I want you to meet my daughter, and I'm sure your mother is waiting for you too. I would say that you kept her waiting long enough, but with that you've changed now, and I suppose you haven't kept her long at all. Follow me. And happy birthday, dear. Given the circumstances, I suppose this is the best gift I could have hoped for. Mother, I'm coming. Oh my god! That was amazing. And how ironic. She's 20, I'm 22. I'm not 22, I'm 22. Oh, twos, why do you have to be all weird? Well, that was Happy Birthday. I actually, in the beginning, as I was putting pieces together, I suspected that who I was actually the murderer, but it ended up being I was actually the victim. And that was actually a very interesting take on a murder mystery, where you basically investigated your own murder. I actually think that's very interesting. That would be a cool movie idea, honestly. Or did they already do that? I don't know. But either way, if they did some movie like this, it would be interesting. To me. So, I may actually, do the ending where you don't turn her in and see what happens. I did this in one sitting and I'm tired now and my eyes hurt and my throat kind of hurts too, so I'm gonna go now and rest my throat. and my vocal cords and everything else. So, bye bye guys!